Welcome back from my table to yours. Today we're going to put pot roast in the crock pot and let it cook. And so let's get started. We are first going to rinse off our roast with some cold water. Kind of get it all clean and from the slime and everything. Then we're going to take the roast and we're going to put it in some butter in our cast iron pan. And we're going to brown it on each side. And then while we're doing that, we're going to add in some onions. You only want to brown the sides for just a couple minutes before you put it in there. Get it nice and golden brown. And I like to get my onions cooked in the butter as well. Gives it a little more flavor. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some garlic salt. You can add whatever you want on it. And then I'm going to add some pepper on it. And then just give it a minute and make sure you get your onions all nice and golden brown. And you just want to not overdo the roast, but just give it a little brownness. You see how it's got a little brown there. Okay, now since you've been letting this cook, you can see how your onions are like caramelized and looking really good. And you want your roast to be browned and have it partially seared. And then and you want it to look like that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to transfer it. Put it in the crock pot. Let that sit in there. And then we are going to get our onions. I like to try to get as much of the juice and all the onions as you possibly can because that butter kind of helps with the taste in the roast. You don't have to use onions, but I like to because I think it gives it a lot of flavor. Okay, and then we're going to just put those in there over the top of the roast. Okay. And then we're going to put some potatoes and carrots in there. Put them in there. And then I'm going to add just a little bit of water in there, not a lot because you don't want it to fill up over the roast. And there we go. And you just let it cook for as long as you want. I like mine extremely tender. And we're going to turn that on high. Okay, we're doing our 2-hour check on our roast. It's looking good and smells wonderful. Okay everybody, it's been about 4.5 hours. We're gonna take the lid off now and you can see what it looks like, the pot roast. It's been cooking that whole time. It smells delicious. And it's a simple, easy meal if you wanna just put it in and go to work and then come home. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take it and put it out on my plate, and then it'll be easier to serve. And then you want it to fall apart. So when you put a fork or a knife through it, it just falls apart. And then my potatoes and my carrots, we're gonna just use a bowl and pull them out. Just drain it with the rest of the extra onions and everything. Be a good little meal. I want to say thank you for everybody that watches my channel. Please like and subscribe. It is free. And from my table to yours, see you next time.